Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our WCTV Game of the Week here at Ravenwood High School, where the Independence Eagles come across town to take on the homestanding Ravenwood Raptors. Paul Breece and my good friend Justin Ventline here on the call with you at Ravenwood High School. And Justin, we're here, the last week of the regular season.
We made it. We made it all the way through.
We made it in one piece. Unfortunately, we got a lot of tents up. The weather could be frightful.
And fitting for the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and what would be a sort of a must-win situation for Independence?
Yep.
In a way, right? You know the playoff scenarios?
Fuzzy.
Well, here's the deal. From what I can gather, Ravenwood's definitely in for sure. Would love to host a home playoff game next week. Independence can go from anywhere from
in to out.
Well, I think they're definitely in, but they definitely don't want to be
host. They want to host.
Absolutely.
They would also need some help.
Definitely need some help.
Across town.
Brentwood High.
Yes.
So if you're a Independence fan, you want to be
channel swapping.
Flip the switch, everybody. So the Independence Eagles in white tonight, led by quarterback Joseph Cummings, a potential Mr. Football candidate for Independence. And we'll get the playoff here. Cummings quick throw out in the flat to number 8, Jack Rummel, the senior.
Looks like Independence had him quick offsides there, but don't see any longer on the field, and we'll play second down.
All right, Joseph Cummings, number 17, your quarterback, the senior. Big-time stat patter. I mean, this guy can light the scoreboard up quickly. Head Coach Scott Blade for Independence. He is no stranger to taking chances. Oh, and a slant quickly to Ty Lockwood, quickly defended and blocked
by J.T. Smitherman. Just a great read by J.T. Jumping the route with a little quick slant.
Smitherman acted like he'd seen that on film before.
Could have been.
Right, absolutely. So we're here in the 3rd and 9 situation. Just on our opening series here on our WCTV Game of the Week.
Looks like Smitherman's going to have the duty of covering Ty Lockwood, the Ohio State commit for Indy.
Run a little zone defense there. Lockwood, the gentleman you just mentioned, on the catch and a first down. So when in doubt, needed 9 yards, go to the big guy, Todd Lockwood, the tight end.
Trusted resource on the Independence offense. A lot of wide receivers that they'll probably run through tonight. And you see this a lot of the high school ball now. No huddle offense, getting the signal from the sideline and hurry up and let's go back at it.
A Scott Blade type coach there is a quick out and a catch by the Eagles receiver number 7, River Katina.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to call his name out of the line. You talked about multiple receivers in the catch, right? You got Lockwood, Katina, Rummel, and you know what? In the backfield back there, Trey Hartwell, the junior running back, who's starting to pick up some steam from some college offers.
Absolutely. He's kind of that under-the-radar type running back, big, powerful, run between the tackles.
Well, don't underestimate him because there he is on his first carry of the night, and he is easily going to get the first down off a 2nd and 3 carry.
First down, Eagles.
Like Coach Blade said in the coaches show, he likes to use the pass to set up the run. Kind of a counterintuitive to the classic traditional football sense, but it seems to work for his program.
Scott Blade probably could not be the headline speaker at an old-fashioned coaches conference. People would look around. Cummings going to just throw it out of bounds after the pressure by the Raptors. And what I might add, and I'm not sure on your YouTube streaming here how the numbers are showing up, but from where we're standing in our vantage point, Justin, very difficult to read those numbers on the Ravenwood jerseys.
Absolutely. Almost like a chrome blend-in. So if we get any players wrong tonight, I will apologize in advance.
Way in advance. And it's probably not going to be – I'm going to go the over-under 5. So 2nd and 10 after the pressure Cummings plenty of time. He's going to go over the top and just over the reach of Rummel. And
that's back-to-back plays. Ravenwood's really got pressure. I believe the first one might have been some type of tunnel screen, just didn't develop. But that play there, a lot of pressure from the right side of the Indy offensive line.
Well, this is probably going to be Cummings. He's faced a lot of good defenses, but Ravenwood on the outside in the secondary is probably the toughest challenge for him and the Eagles receivers.
Right. We'll see what they dial up here. 3rd and 10.
Well, 3rd and 10, I'm thinking you may have to go to some type of bubble screen like you talked about, or some kind of quick hitch, because he's not going to have time to throw as the pressure's coming. And off the back shoulder, incomplete to River Katina. Going to break up a 4th down.
That was number 2, J.T. Smitherman coming from the edge. A little corner blitz, it looked like. Right in the face of the quarterback.
Yeah, Cummings.
Yeah, Cummings.
Yeah, absolutely. Took a lot of pressure. And here's a situation where we don't see a lot of in Independence, if you've watched Independence football, is the punt.
Yes.
Scott Blade, if it's inside 4th and 5, he's usually going for it. But we're 4th and 10 right here. 9:36 here in the first quarter. And we'll see a punt very close and going to be caught and returned and nicely covered. That's number 4.
Nathan Putty.
Man, I needed something big to happen, like Putty in your hands. I was ready for it.
You had it queued up, but
yeah. All right, well, either way, Ravenwood's first opportunity here on offense, as the Raptors are going to be led by, check that, we'll have to get the number. It is not the normal quarterback.
I believe number 9, Brendan Dickinson.
The senior. And he's on a keep, and he's scrambling, and he's going to throw it wide open. It's going to be number 11, Nick Rayum, the senior as well. So, Nick Rom. I'm sorry. So there we go, Justin. We're all caught off guard.
Expect the unexpected in this game.
Absolutely. So Chris Parsons, the junior quarterback, not the quarterback as of yet, and a quick handoff to
Carter Pace. Second down.
I'm looking. Carter Pace, 26, the sophomore. So
this is going to be a job tonight.
This is going to be quite a job. There's a jet sweep.
Hand, yep.
Jet sweep to Pace again, and he's going to be stuffed.
That was number 2, Brooks Sapone on the tackle.
Nice job to contain Pace right there. So interesting look from Coach Will Hester in bringing out, and we may not have any information on Chris Parsons, the quarterback for Ravenwood, but either way, a straight quarterback keep here, Wildcat situation for a first down.
Brendan Dickinson with the keeper.
Dickinson.
They might be throwing Independence off a little bit too. They look back there. Normal quarterback's not back there. And we've been game planning for them all week. And
yeah.
Hang on, Coach. What's going on here? Looks like Ravenwood will open it back up with some 5-wide set.
So 1st and 10 with 7:39 and counting. And there's our first flag.
There we go.
And that's going to be a defensive penalty. How about that? I was expecting a false start on Ravenwood. So it's going to make it a 1st and 5.
Ravenwood got 3 wide to the right. Handoff up the middle to 26, Carter Pace once again. He's going to pick up the first down.
Well, so my thinking was maybe Dickinson was, check that, the quarterback, Brendan Dickinson, yes, the senior, was just getting the
senior night
start right here is at Ravenwood High School. So I'm thinking maybe that's the case. But Carter Pace, sophomore, running back. So guess that theory is out. And he's going to get the bulk of the carries, really.
Handoff once again. He had to bounce it outside a little bit. He was met at the line by number 30, Brady Jenkins, by the Independence Eagles. Forced him back to the right of the offensive line. I don't think that's where the play was originally called to go, but made it work for about 1.5 yards.
So 2nd and a long 9 here. Dickinson still at quarterback, going to roll left. And he's going to be pressured as the secondary for Independence did a nice job locking down.
Incomplete pass brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, so a roll left play. Everybody was kind of flooding to the back corner of the end zone there, and Independence did a great job staying in coverage, staying in pursuit, and not letting anybody kind of open up there in a rollout type situation.
So kind of a big 3rd and 9.5 here for Ravenwood. Kind of the cooler temperatures. How will that affect the special teams play? Dickinson back to pass. He's going to be pressured, flushed out, and sacked.
That was number 5, Hunter Howard.
The senior linebacker coming off the delayed blitz.
Yes.
4th down.
So that's a huge play by Independence. Backs Raven up another 6-7 yards. And like you said, Paul, it'll be interesting to see how this weather plays into the special teams tonight.
So from the 27, it's going to be a 37-yard field goal attempt. And it is up and short. And the Eagles hold.
Huge stand by Independence. Ravenwood runs it all the way down to about the 18, 19-yard line, push them back, and then get out of there without any points on the board if you're Independence.
So tremendous job. The old bend but don't break. Defense comes into play. Independence back for their 2nd offensive series. Let's see if Coach Scott Blade dials something up. First series, Justin, Ravenwood put a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
We did see a lot of that. I saw a lot of short to intermediate routes by Independence. And they're going to start with a jet sweep to the left. That was number 8, Jack Rummel.
So Rummel kind of doing it all right now for Independence. Kind of targeted him a couple of times at the receiver spot, and now the jet sweep.
Last week he was a favorite target, I believe. Had 2 or 3 touchdowns in the win versus Page.
And that was a shootout and a non-region contest. Gave Page their first and only loss of the season. And a quick snap, and Lockwood going to be brought down for the first down, right? It's been the 2nd and 3 call for Ty Lockwood, and he's got a first down both times.
I believe that was Trey Hartwell.
Why did I say Ty Lockwood is stuck in my head? Yes, Trey Hartwell. Thank you for correcting me. You know, I'm also trying to build up my tolerance for this cooler weather in our last week here as the
But to your defense, Paul, there is a lot of jet sweeps in this offense. Anybody can be a running back, get back in the backfield and just plow forward, basically.
Yeah. Trey Hartwell on the carry. He's a 3-yard in a cloud of dust machine right now.
It's what we like to see in the Big Ten.
As a Big Ten guy, what is a huge day for the whole league, right? Even Ohio State plays a pretty tough game. And speaking of Ohio State, right?
That's correct.
The Ty Lockwood commit, or Ty Lockwood, the Ohio State commit, on the reception for no gain, really.
Stopped right at the line of scrimmage there. It looked like a little bubble screen that Ravenwood sniffed out pretty quickly there.
It is 3rd down.
Well, as a Tennessee fan, Justin, I got nothing really going on tomorrow. The Vols are off, so maybe I'll kind of be a fly on the wall, see a little Big Ten.
Fox will be your...
Gotcha.
No free shout-outs, but Fox will be your tuning in channel.
Double reverse. And that's going to be number 8, Rummel.
Reverse to Jack.
Looks like he did pick up the first down there. A little double reverse.
Pushed out of bounds by Isaac Rollins.
I believe it was River Katina to Rummel back around the left side.
So a huge 1st and 10 here as Independence is making some progress as it is late in the first quarter, 3:30 remaining. Quick pass, Lockwood, and a
Fighting for yards to stay up.
host of Raptors.
Absolutely. I don't know what a group of Raptors is called, but
Well, we need to ask our other member of our broadcast team, Doug Capella, if he's watching tonight. Maybe he can remind me. I think we did have I think he looked it up.
a vocab word.
Host of Raptors.
That'll bring up 2nd and 5 for Independence in a very rhythmic drive they've got going right now. Got into 3rd down, I think, every single set of downs.
Well, and they're going to be in 3rd.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Independence sideline is signaling 1st down, but we'll see where.
No, there's the gentleman in the stripes are saying, let's move the chains. So Hartwell on the carry.
Run by
Hey.
Hartwell.
This is a
For a first down.
what I would call a non-scripted 10 plays for Independence when I'm saying that this is not the norm, right? You want to Independence comes out like just slinging the ball around, and they have really churned the clock a little bit here.
I was just going to say, it might be.
Oh, my. Give me a number, Justin. Number 2?
I think that is going to be number 2.
The backfield by J.T.
J.T. Smitherman.
Well, his name has been mentioned quite a bit already on the defensive side. Man, he came off the edge right there.
That's the 2nd time Ravenwood has brought pressure from the edge play right there. So maybe they found a weakness on that right side of the Independence offensive line. But going back to your point, Paul, it might be strategic. Independence tries to control this clock, at least in the first half, see where the score ends up at halftime.
And there's Cummings on the throw outstretched to Lockwood.
Incomplete.
I believe that was
Hit it. 3rd down.
number 10, Malcolm Hamilton, on the coverage. It was either a 10 or 18 or a 16.
So a huge 3rd down, right? It's usually been a 3rd and short for Independence. This is probably the 2nd time we've seen a 3rd and 10. The last time they did not convert and had to punt. I'm sure Independence would love to try to get 11 right here. Cummings back, going to be pressured a little bit wide open. Oh, and they missed him down the seam, or somebody miscommunication, Justin.
Yep, Tyler Lockwood was waving his arms open down the seam, and with that amount of pressure in your face, though, it's tough to go through all of your reads to make the correct one. Usually it's that 1st or 2nd read, and guess what? It's time to get the ball out.
Yeah. Well, you're exactly right. The pressure on Cummings had to get rid of it, and so a 4th and 11 and a 2nd punt for Independence this first quarter. It's maybe a record for Independence. 2 punts in 1 quarter. High and short, going to bounce, and man, it is an Eagles roll for sure. Down at the 6.
Great balance for the Independence Eagles there. Going to pin Ravenwood within the 10-yard line, but both of these offenses are poised to make some big plays pretty quick and put some points on the board.
So back at quarterback is Dickinson. Going to be a run here by the Raptors, and that's going to be Kartua Chapman.
It is 2nd down.
So So 2nd and 6. Dickinson on the carry, and he is going to be close to the first down. In fact, let's wave it on.
That was Jackson Rosenbaum and Steele Katina on the stop there for the Independence Eagles. And with about 35 seconds left in the quarter, we'll see if Ravenwood just runs it down to the second or gets a couple more plays off here.
Well, what could be the last play of the first quarter? Is the clock going to be winding down to 10 seconds? Will they get the snap off, or will they send it to the sideline? 2-1, and they will get the snap off. And a big-time stop by the Indy defense. That is going to be number 5?
Hunter Howard.
Hunter Howard. As you mentioned before a few times already at the linebacker spot.
Great read on a read option run. Ravenwood quarterback keeps it, tries to get to the outside, but Howard says, not today.
So the end of the first quarter has come to a close here at Ravenwood High School. And we are deadlocked at 0. Paul Breece, Justin Ventline here at Ravenwood High School. What is always a tremendous atmosphere from the student section. Some of the what I'd call fair weather fans definitely looked at the weather app and was like, I'm going to watch it on our WCTV YouTube live stream tonight. This one's going to be a little too much chilly for me. I'm going to sit this one out.
I was just going to say, because of the weather, I thought it was actually a pretty good crowd tonight.
Well, you Michigan guys, you would think, man, this is great weather, right?
This is football weather. It's actually a little too warm.
Too warm for us, okay.
You want to see your breath on the sideline.
Well, good for you. I can't agree with you, though, man. If I'm not wearing a short sleeve shirt, I got like 3 shirts on. I'm like... So with our final week here in our WCTV Games of the Week, this is going to be a dandy 0-0 starting the second quarter. Handoff to Chapman on a second and long. Yeah, just stuffed.
It's almost looking like Independence knew a run was coming, basically sold out. All the linebackers were right up on the line of scrimmage for that one.
Well, without Chris Parson, the Florida State commit quarterback back there, I think Indy has to kind of readjust defensively and really can sell out to the run now, right?
That first try, they might have been still game planning for more quarterback play, passing play, but yeah, right now they are keeping 7-8 in the box and really selling out for it. And that's going to force a 4th down for the Ravenwood Raptors.
Brings up 4th down.
So a 4th down early in the second quarter here. Back to receive is going to be
number 8,
Jack Rummel. I mean,
the do-it-all man for the Independence Eagles.
Do you have a Tennessee Titan that? No. We call him Mark Mariani.
The Tennessee Titans could use a Jack Rummel returning some punts.
Absolutely. Just fair catch everything this Sunday, right? And if they kick it in the end zone or on the kickoff, just let it go.
That's right.
No need to be a hero. So good snap, hold, kick. If Rummel can catch it clean, he's off. And here comes Rummel's spin move and drug down on the Ravenwood side of the field. Now goes Independence, starting at the 40-yard line. So
I think this will be their first possession on or in Ravenwood territory.
So if you're an Independence fan right now, Justin, you got to think, okay, no Chris Parson at quarterback. We've shut them out for the first quarter. We got to like our chances.
You got to like your chances. I would think you got to put some type of drive together to get some sort of points, whether it's a field goal, a touchdown on this drive. A lot of just short, quick plays here. We'll see if they open it up and try to take a deep shot.
So Cummings on the throw, back shoulder throw, complete to, say it, Jack Rummel.
Jack Rummel.
Yeah, I mean, come on. We doubting anybody? I didn't.
To Jack Rummel. It is
Just put it on, what do they call, repeat, a shuffle?
Shuffle.
Yeah,
We'll put Rummel, Ty Lockwood, and River Katina on shuffle.
And throw an occasional Trey Hartwell. Hey, look who it is. It's Jack Rummel on the jet sweep. And he's going to be stopped. All he needed was one. Did he get it? Absolutely.
They're waving the chains. He really had to work for that 2 yards, but all that matters is keep those chains moving, keep in front of them.
Yeah,
like we said, you at least got to get within field goal range, I think, here for if you're Independence.
I mean, close field goal range, right? I mean, if it was back in August, sure, 30, 35, 40-yarder, maybe, but
now this weather, you're kicking a rock. That's also wet.
That is also wet. That's right. Hartwell. Yeah, there we go. Going to try to bully himself here for about 3 yards there.
Did a nice job trying to go up the middle. Everything was kind of plugged up, bounced it to the outside, and made something out of nothing right there.
Second down.
Second and 3 here. Cummings going to take the snap here. Let's see what we got here. Quick out to number 2.
That's Brooks Sapone.
Brooks Sapone, the junior.
Starting safety. Not sure how much time he gets on offense. Looks like it's going to be a quick sub-in, sub-out type situation.
He's going to go back to the coach and say, Coach, I thought it was the decoy there. What happened? And he threw it to me.
You got about 3rd and 6, 8:20 left in the second quarter.
This is 4-down territory, Justin Ventline. No doubt about it, unless there's a negative play here. Lockwood, the sure-handed big fella with a first down catch.
And I could be wrong, but I believe Cummings was going to Lockwood all the way right there. He stared him down pretty well. The offensive line gave pretty good protection, though, too, and Lockwood was able to find that soft opening in the zone right there.
So, 1st and 10 at the 17. Go the Eagles. Off the edge. Hartwell.
Great run.
Rumbling, stumbling, bumbling.
Great run. Got hit a couple times. Kept his legs moving. Kept the rock moving.
Second down.
And barring a turnover, I think if you're an Eagles fan, you're feeling pretty good right now about putting something on the board.
And to the fact of the clock is still churning, and they are just shortening the game and leaving Ravenwood out to dry offensively to not even make an appearance, maybe.
Absolutely.
Oh, and a big stop by, well, number 2, is that? No, 7, 3. That's 3, Justin. That's Andrew
Dudas.
Damn. Christian.
It looked like Coach Scott Blade kind of went right back to the well there.
Yeah.
Same formation, same play. Not exactly the same result, but still picked up a yard. So we're going to be 3rd and 2. About 6.5 left in the quarter, and
timeout.
Independent's going to talk this over.
And it's not a bad timeout, right? You can't take the timeouts with you in the locker room. So
this timeout is brought to you by Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa. Give time to yourself.
You'd rather use them than look back and say, shoot, I should have took one right there.
No doubt.
And this is a pretty big play coming up for Independence. You got 3rd and 2, long 2, short 3. If you convert, you got 3 shots at the end zone. So it really comes down to hopefully getting 7 instead of a hopeful 3. Field goals are never given in the high school game, I don't think, Paul.
Field goals are never given. Extra points for sure as well.
That goes for the NFL game as well.
Yeah, how about that? You know, the funny thing I've seen about the NFL is you don't want to be the team that has to go to London.
That is true. Jet lag.
If you go to London, that means you're having a bad season.
Or you're the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Or the Jaguars, the London Jaguars. So a crucial 3rd and 2 here. For Independence, as Cummings going to roll to his right, going to throw open in the end zone, just missed his man Jack Rummel.
Yep.
No. I thought it was a great call, though.
It was a great call. Rummel was open. Ball just fluttered a little bit on Cummings right there. So they'll bring out the special teams unit, see if they can put 3 on the board for the Eagles.
Well, the ball is going to be spotted at about the 17. So a 27-yarder from the left hash with a right-footed kicker.
So that's number 3, Sam Henke.
What do you think about this attempt, Justin, from the left hash?
I'm feeling good.
Bingo, bango, good. And your Independence Eagles are on the board. First here at Ravenwood High School.
First scorer. Independence Eagles.
Independence, if you got the first score, Independence field goal, you are a winner. 3-0. Your score is 6 minutes and 6 seconds left in the second quarter. In what I would call a very quick half so far.
Absolutely. I also think if you told me it was 3-0 with 6 minutes left in the first half between Ravenwood and Independence, I would call you a bold-faced liar.
You're a bold-faced liar and a over-under loser.
Oh, yeah, correct.
So,
but to that point, I think Independence came in with a game plan, and I think we've seen it earlier, of just handling the clock, chewing the clock, hanging onto the ball as long as they can before they have to give it back over to Ravenwood.
Well, you know, I think all day the coaches of both coaching staffs probably were big fans of the Weather Channel, right? And we're checking the weather just minute by minute because, you know, originally we thought maybe there's going to be a 60% chance of rain. I know nothing is guaranteed, but you felt pretty good like they were going to have some rain here.
Right.
And so far,
good leg.
We've held off, and I think maybe Independence had planned for the game plan is basically looking with the short passes and the runs of like, hey, we were ready for the rain.
Let's be conservative. Let's take what we can get. Let's keep the ball on the ground. Bubble screens, tunnel screens. Make sure we don't turn the ball over.
And I think Ravenwood, on the other hand, offensively, right, has had to readjust their game plan minus their quarterback, Chris Parson. And now, tremendous run by Pace. I mean, carried a lot of weight around right there, but for a short gain.
Second down.
And I would think if you're Ravenwood, it'll be interesting to see at what point do they start to try to open it up, this offense, with through the air and kind of expose Independence, which is bringing right now has 7 in the box. Good pass. Coverage by Brooks Apone. I believe that was number 6.
Nick. I think he's
Kason Edmondson.
Well, either way.
These numbers are hard.
They're very
numbers
hard.
are hard. Math is hard as well.
Yeah. I think it was Nick Rahm on the catch. But either way, 3rd and 7, so a big time. And a nice cutback by Pace. And he is going to pick up a first down after checking the line just kind of was clogged up.
Pushed everything to the right. He made a quick cut to the left, and no one was there. So they'll pick up a first down. It's about 4:40 left in the second. And here comes that 70% chance rain.
Yeah, we jinx ourselves. Thank goodness for Michael and the boys putting the tents up for us. Otherwise, who knows? We may be walking to the car. Pace on the handoff. He's going to get a gain of a couple. So it is a – we got some people dead sprinting to their car now. Good thing about high school, right, Justin? You can have an umbrella up in the stands.
You could.
Titans, they don't allow
Not so
that.
much.
Not so much. Just suck it up.
Poncho action.
Yeah.
Get him at the team store.
$12. So here is a big second down. Dickinson faked the run play big time, and he's going to lean across.
Big hurdle at the line of scrimmage. Number 34 for the Independence Eagles. That's going to be Jackson Rosenbaum. Brings him down, but not before he could pick up a first down.
Well, I did not know if you knew this, Justin. Hurling a runner or hurling a defender is actually illegal in high school in Tennessee if they're in a upward position.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
He was laying down.
That's right.
there.
Yeah,
yes.
that's legal. Dickinson kind of nervous to throw there.
Yes.
And a catch
by number 5.
Yep, that is number 5. That's Lee Millette, our first Lee Millette sighting. Big-time contributor for the Raptors this season. As the rain is starting to blow sideways, which means our tent is really not very useful right now.
Just keep backing up.
And Madison, one of our interns back here, and what I have witnessed history right here, she's using a keyboard to type on her phone. I did not even know you could do that. Go ahead, Justin. You can say it. I'm old.
I didn't know you could do that either, Coach.
So there's Pace around the end. He's going to be tripped up, but he still picks up a first down.
It's number 2 for the Eagles, Brooks Sapone on the stop. But once again, this Ravenwood Raptors offense has come alive on this drive.
So a little challenge by Coach Will Hester here right before half as the clock continues to churn. 2:30 here until halftime. And another run. Pace, Justin, hear me out on this. I mean, pace is kind of a Derrick Henry thing, right? You run him 4 times in a row.
Correct.
He seemed a little slower right there trying to hit the hole. I mean, that guy has been a workhorse this series.
That's just a classic strategy of 1 yard here, 2 yards here. Let's see if we can open it up for 12 or 13.
Okay.
Henry style.
So inside 2 minutes here for the Raptors. Second appearance in the Independence side of the field. Missed a field goal early. Dickinson rolls to the right. He's going to look to throw thrown and out of the outstretched arms of number. Wow. Nick Rahm again.
Yep.
Tell you what. These guys get up from their play and they never face us. Justin,
we need to talk to Tate Matthews, maybe get this red a little brighter on these uniforms.
The gold trim is definitely maybe it'll work out if they shut the lights off. So a huge 3rd and 9 right here. Dickinson going to throw the out pattern. Going to be up quickly. That's number 7. Yeah, we've got the number, and he's going to be just short.
That was Blake Irvin. That was almost a
backwards pass.
Bubble screen, tunnel screen hybrid type play.
Well,
it looked like he was a bubble screen. The whole offensive line just kind of came out there to try to get in front of him.
So positive yardage either way, but it's going to bring a 4th and 3. Are we going to try to draw him offsides if you're a Raptor fan? We'll see. And it's going to be Dickinson on the carry and a first down by the quarterback, senior from Brentwood, Tennessee.
That was number 43, Steele Katina on the stop, but once again, they're kind of gashing them for 5-6 yards on those second and third down runs. It's been a real churn in this Ravenwood offense right now. So we got about a minute 15 left in the quarter. We'll see if Ravenwood can get some points on the board as well. Great sack by Independence. That's number 23, Tommy Monahan getting there first. 39 meeting him back there, Colin Duffy.
So a huge loss definitely takes him out of field goal territory, as now the ball is spotted at the 32 with 42 seconds and the clock still going. What will the Raptors do? Will they try to go for the end zone here? I think he wanted to run with it. Going to slip, going to throw to the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete over the outstretched arms of.
Pass is incomplete.
I don't want to give anybody. I think
false information. I think everybody's waiting here.
Yeah, the PA announcer even downstairs is like.
It is third down.
Yeah, I have no clue who that was.
With the pressure on Independence was number 30. I believe that's Brady Jenkins once again. Really forced a scramble-type play, throw to the back of the end zone, and we'll see what Ravenwood dials up here. Third and 20.
Well, 25 seconds till halftime. The rain has intensified. And bad timing if you're a Raptors fan, as you're finally in a scoring opportunity here.
Right.
Down 3.
Saw one field goal attempt down at the other end of the field. Not sure they're in the position to try another one right here. So I believe if you're Ravenwood, you're trying to pick up at least 10, 15 yards to have another shot at getting the first down. I believe you pick up 10 yards, it's fourth down territory. You don't pick up anything, it might be. We'll see what Coach Blade if stops the clock or not.
I think with the weather, probably not. But here comes the blitz. Dickinson is in deep trouble, and he is brought down. And now will Coach Hester, fourth down, take a timeout, or will Coach Blade take a timeout? Looks like either one is.
They both agreed to just
shut it down.
Go back into the locker rooms, dry off a little bit, warm up. Let's game plan for the second half.
Just kidding. Coach Hester took a timeout.
With 1 second left.
Timeout on the field.
This is huge.
Raptors timeout.
Well, this can't be a field goal attempt, right? It'd be a 49-yarder in the weather. 49 yards.
I would say the chances of a field goal are slim to none.
Chance of a field goal or making the field goal?
Both.
Well, at halftime, here's what I am.
I don't know if Randy Bullock is good from this range.
I love me some Randy Bullock. Halftime, I'm going to ask Madison how she types on that keyboard on her phone, because that is quite a venture.
That's going to be. Oh, it is. It is a field goal.
Here
Coach.
we go. The ball's going to be spotted at the 44. Add 10 to it. 54-yarder in the rain. Ladies and gentlemen, I would have somebody back in the end zone to catch this.
And that,
Auburn, Alabama style. No good. Short, never a doubt. So we're heading into halftime, Justin. And the end of the first half, the Independence Eagles lead the homestanding senior night Ravenwood Raptors 3-0 on our WCTV Game of the Week. We'll be back for second half action right after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for second half action of our WCTV Game of the Week. Paul Breece and Justin Ventline here at Ravenwood High School, where the Independence Eagles on the road coming to Ravenwood and lead 3-0 in a defensive battle, Justin.
Yeah, I think if you're Coach Scott Blade, you got to be happy with how the defense played. Obviously, I think you would like a little bit more points on the board from your offense, but a lead is a lead at this point. You only got to win by 1.
So with the change of quarterback, the Raptors have gone scoreless for a half for the first time all season. As there he is, Brendan Dickinson, number 9, at the quarterback helm. If you're now just joining us, Justin and I have had a hard time identifying some of the Raptor players with the tremendous uniform outline of the black, gold, and red. And there's a quick handoff to
Chapman.
Yep. We saw a lot of Carter Pace in the first half, and Chapman opens up the second half.
Second down.
Looks like it's going to be a running back by committee tonight. And it looks like the rain might have stopped just in time.
Absolutely. It was coming down at a pretty good clip during halftime, and now we've kind of settled down, and a tremendous first down run here.
Chapman once again. Up the middle.
I'll tell you what, there's no doubt about it. Will Hester, when he goes to the run, he's going to the same guy over and over again in the drive. And so it's like, hey, suck it up, Buttercup. We're gaining you the ball every time. And Chapman's number has been called twice here. Will it be a third time? Absolutely. And a big-time tackle right there by number 23 for Indy.
Tommy Monahan from the linebacker spot.
He's come up with some big tackles for Independence.
I think that might have been a classic case of 2 plays in a row where you gain 5 yards. Third time, probably not a charm.
Well, Pace is back in the game at running back.
I haven't seen too much difference between Pace and Chapman, both running between the tackles.
Well, speaking of, Pace with a big-time run of about 13 yards right there and a first down. He has lost his shoe, I believe.
Yep.
So he's going to have to come off, and Chapman is back on the field at running back.
That looks like number 20, Chapman, yep.
The only reason I knew that, Justin, the pink armband, the pink gloves. So a high snap. And Chapman definitely sees a little light there, and that's going to be a big-time first down run of about 11.
And that's back-to-back plays for the Ravenwood Raptors. Basically runs right up the middle. Nothing fancy, power versus power, and kind of stop us.
Kind of the same scenario of the opening drive of the game for Ravenwood where they ran it, kind of caught the Indy defense off guard. And I'm just shocked that the Independence Eagles are not selling out on the run.
Yeah, we saw a lot of that in the first half where Independence was walking 7, 8 up in the box, selling out. Maybe they thought Ravenwood had to air it out a little bit to open up some offense, but Ravenwood's sticking by the game plan that they came out with in the first half of pound the rock.
Well, it looks like JT Smitherman is back in the backfield, number 2. And he will take the handoff up the middle, and the little guy from Ravenwood is going to score 35 yards in a cloud of dust. The Raptors are on the board.
And it doesn't look like it matters who's going to be running the ball tonight for Ravenwood. They're going to try to go right between the tackles there for power, and that was a big-time run by JT Smitherman.
6'2", 202. I called him the little guy for some reason.
He might tower over both of us.
Absolutely he will. A fantastic run, Smitherman. And the lone touchdown so far of the game. Oh, and a bad snap. A tremendous recovery by the holder right there.
That almost looked like Independence number 2, Brooks Sapone, got there too early. He kind of had to slow up to make sure he wasn't going to run into the kicker right there. So with 9 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third, the home Ravenwood Raptors take a 7-3 lead. So productive first drive.
And it was basically run, run, run. And unlike Will Hester's normal style of offense, kept it on the ground. Smitherman came off the bench because, 1, Pace lost his shoe. 2, Chapman, he ran it.
Probably needed a break.
Probably needed a blow. And guess what? Smitherman, 1 carry, 35 yards, touchdown.
That's what, those are the stat lines you like to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Smitherman down here on the sidelines getting some high fives, and I was like, man, I didn't even expect to run the ball. But he'll take it. And I'm sure Coach Hester will take it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Coming out of halftime, you run the ball, I would dare say 9 times, 10 times right up the middle.
Yep.
And I don't think there was anything less than a 4-yard gain there.
Returnable kick here by Independence.
I believe that's River Katina for Independence.
Now he's just going to eke out across the 20 is Katina. And here come the Independence Eagles in their first offensive series of the second half.
So the first half, we saw a lot of Independence Eagle offense running up the middle with, who was? Trey Hartwell.
Not Ty Lockwood, yeah. Trey Hartwell. I love it. Number 6 will be.
We saw a lot of running from him, bubble screens, quick slants. We'll see if they open it up a little bit more or continue to stick to this chew the clock strategy they had going in the first.
Hartwell up the middle. You talked about, had plenty of opportunities the first half.
Looks like a 5-yard gain, 6-yard gain on first down.
So 8:50 here in the third quarter. Cummings is going to get the signal from the sideline. Points to Lockwood, said, hey, man. Get in motion. Here comes Hartwell. He's going to be just short of the first down marker. So 3rd and about, well, send it. And they stop the clock. So, yeah, we're going to give him a first down.
Yep.
Stop made by Sam Christian.
Sam Christian on the tackle for the Raptors. So 1st and 10. Confidence booster, right?
Absolutely. You move the chains at least one time, get the drive still going. And Trey Hartwell is a big, powerful back. So in this spread offense, tough to bring down.
Oh, they ran the fake sweep. Lockwood in the seam. And a big-time throw and catch. Cummings to Lockwood. And that's what they've been looking for, is the big play in the passing game. And they got it.
Absolutely. It was probably the longest pass play for Independence this game, I would say. Like we said earlier, it's been a lot of bubble screens, quick slants. But that's one of their bigger targets that Cummings is going to be trying to find, I believe, this second half is Ty Lockwood.
Hartwell back at it. He's just about going to lean for a first down here. Nice 10-yard run.
Like I said, Trey Hartwell built pretty strong, pretty powerful. So in a spread offense, you're putting a lot of pressure on those interior linebackers to bring down a big guy like Trey Hartwell. See if that wears on him as we get into later in the third, earlier into the fourth. Could be a sign of it's cold. I've hit Trey Hartwell a couple times, and I don't want to do this anymore, Coach.
So Cummings, first down. Going to be open in the flat was Rummel, who we saw a lot of in the first half, Josh.
The do it all. We saw him on the jet sweep, returning punts, returning kicks. It looked like they were just trying to get him out in space there and hopefully make a play for Independence. That's been the first real hiccup of this drive for Independence.
Yep. And, 2nd and 10, I would have loved it to have been about a 2nd and 4 right there. Kind of open the playbook a little more. So let's see what the Eagles have here. Cummings going to throw. Looks just over the outstretched arms of Lockwood. Yeah. So 3rd and 10. This would be a huge stop for the Raptors if they could get it.
believe if you pick up 4 or 5, is it 4 down territory, Coach?
I believe so. If you, now that you're down 7-3, 100%.
We saw Independence kicker make a field goal in the first half, but I think this might be a little outside their range.
Cummings back, got plenty of time, going to be throwing. And
well covered by Ravenwood.
Yeah. They've locked in on Lockwood. So 4th down, and here comes the special teams unit.
Looks like with the field goal block.
Wow. Placing at the 35, going to make it a 45-yarder right in the middle of the field, Justin. So
it's going to be number 3, Sam Henke.
Snap, the hole. The kick is up there into the wind, and it is no good. Wow.
Definitely had the distance, so I'm guessing left from here.
Score remains 7, Eagles 3.
So your score remains 6:35 here in the third quarter, 7-3, and the Raptors hang on.
Big stop by Ravenwood there. You keep the scoreboard at 7-3. Very impressive kick by Independence kicker into the wind, like you said, Paul, especially in these conditions, but just didn't pan out.
So Pace coming around the edge, bouncing out, and he's going to pick up a nice first down. Got that shoelace back up, Justin.
Time up tight.
Is enough for another Ravenwood. Brought to you by
Unlike shoelace Denard Robinson.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
So we got 1st and 10.
Pace just taking his time, trying to find the hole. Going to pick up about 4 right there.
Hand off again to Pace.
It's me, number 5, Hunter Howard for the Eagles on the stop.
Second down.
About a 5-yard gain for the Raptors there. And it looks like they're pretty committed to this run game here, Paul.
Well, I'm sure the weather has played a big effect on both game plans. So 2nd and 5. Hand off to Chapman. He's going to lean for a friendly spot first down.
Looks like Hunter Howard was there again first, but Chapman strong running to pick up the first down there for the Raptors.
Brought to you by Eatwell Nashville.
So this is going to be a pretty quick game if both game plans continue the way they are. Keeping the ball on the ground for the Raptors. Quick passing by the Independence Eagles.
Chapman up the middle, and he's going to pick up a 8-yard burst right there. And here comes, is that JT Smitherman, our guy, coming in the backfield. 1 carry, 35 yards, and touchdown.
Let's see if we can get 2 carries, 85 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
They're loading the box, are the Eagles. And Smitherman picks up a much-needed first down.
Another 8-yard run, and it doesn't really look like it matters who's running the ball right now, Paul. And that's
Is this an offensive lineman's dream
I
right
was
here?
just going to say, that's a testament to the offensive line of you can put the slowest guy back there, and we're going to open holes and get 5 yards of crack.
Well, there's a quick handoff. Smitherman, about 4 yards right there.
Handoff again to Smitherman.
I would say this looks a lot like the Iowa Hawkeyes, but this year they've kind of created a quarterback offense.
So 2nd and 7, 4 minutes here in the third quarter.
You see Ravenwood lining up almost like a power set.
Hand off to Pace, bounces out of the outside. It's going to be mistackled. He's going to hit the corner and drug out of bounds after a 17-yard run by the sophomore. Carter Pace.
That's really the first play that we've seen that was designed to go outside the tackles. Busted it for a good 20-yard gain right there. It's a classic example of just kind of lulling the defense to sleep, inside, 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 and then outside 20-yarder.
So this time, a keep by the quarterback on the first down, Dickinson.
Keeper by Dickinson. It'll be second down.
Not much room to run there. I think the defensive ends for Independence did a good job setting the edge, turning everything back into where all their help was. This brings up 2nd and 10.
Hand off to Pace. Delayed. You know, I want to kind of – Pace kind of reminds me of one of Detroit's finest, Barry Sanders, right? Kind of stops at the hole, looks, and then just explodes.
Yep.
And I don't know, were you a Barry Sanders guy back in the day?
Big Barry Sanders guy.
All right. Got the 20 jersey laying around, I'm
I
sure.
do not.
Oh, well, you know, you probably you were under 18 probably at the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Under 8 at the time, probably.
Ah, okay. So here comes, Pace is going to break, and he is going to score.
That looked very Sanders-esque right there.
Michigan, Detroit Lion fans would love it if Barry Sanders was back. So that touchdown run by Pace is going to extend the lead for Ravenwood with the extra point pending.
And that drive really did two things. It chewed a lot of clock and then made it a even wider margin between the Raptors and the Eagles.
So the extra point is going to be up and good. And so with 2:23 here in the third quarter, the Raptors have extended the lead 14-3. And once was a 3-0 Independence Eagles lead at halftime. 14 unanswered, all based on the run play of the Raptors.
We have not seen one pass from the Raptors here in the second half. Very much committed to that interior power run. We've seen a couple bounce to the outside. A couple that looked like they were designed that way, but also looked like Pace was, to Paul's point, stopping, finding the hole, and just all speed ahead once he found it.
Well, I'm sure his middle school coach, Mike Lynn, watching at home, enjoying the fruits of his Carter Pace's labor here with the touchdown, assisted by the great Mike Morelli. Watching on the YouTube live stream. Everyone else, we appreciate you watching at home. Even your wife.
Absolutely. Homework time probably in the Ventline household, but.
Oh, is she going back for any advanced degrees? Is that what you're saying?
That is correct, yep.
Well, good for her. Good for her. Do it while you're young. That's right. I said she was young. You could tell her. So the kickoff going to be, well,
bouncing into the end.
I thought River
that was a risky, could have been a risky decision.
So 2:23 here. Independence has to get an answer right here, or all of a sudden this thing has gotten way out of control. And once was a moral victory for Independence going into the locker room.
Right. Yeah, I would almost say punching it into the end zone is a must here for the Eagles.
High snap, Lockwood. And, you know, kind of Hartwell has just not gotten the running room that a Pace, a Chapman, a Smitherman has gotten for Ravenwood.
The biggest difference, I think, with Hartwell is he's more of a put your nose down, I'm gonna go forward. It's not the stop and gash and flashiness that we're seeing from the Raptors. That's just the way Hartwell is built. He's going to run downhill and he's going to run hard, but not a lot of holes opening up for the Eagles right now.
comes Rummel on the fake. Lockwood, the play that they hit for the big-time shot with Lockwood, this time defended well by Ravenwood.
That was great coverage on Drake Stallenwork.
So had it read that time, I think,
perfectly.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you, buddy. I almost pick-six that.
Absolutely. I'm sure that was a adjustment once they got back to the sideline after the first big play by Ty Lockwood.
High pass to Katina out of the outstretched arms. And a big stop by the Raptor defense, going to bring fourth down.
Now it's huge for Ravenwood, like we said right before that drive even started. It was almost a must drive for Independence, at least to get into Ravenwood territory, prove to themselves that they can continue to move the ball against this defense, and we'll see if they can stop that run-centered offense by Ravenwood now.
Yeah, I was going to say. So 4th and 8, nice snap. Kick, center of the field, and it's going to be down by the Eagles right up at the 38-yard line with 1:26 here in the third quarter. You know what I'm thinking? You know they have those sideline heaters down there that,
yeah.
I'd like one of them to be up here.
Two of them, maybe.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
We see University of Tennessee might have them. I know the Titans have them. The benches where the players sit on, put their helmets to warm up. We'll see if we can get one of those in the budget for next season.
The problem is getting it up here and getting it back down in the truck. So here comes Chapman right up the middle. Again, this is a situation where the linemen have probably been coached up and said, "You ready, guys?
Absolutely.
It is your time. You're not going to get a lot of press. The people don't know your name, but you're the reason why we may win this game."
And they're just very much committed to running the ball, a power type style run, pulling guard and tackle through the hole, and just letting their speedy, agile backs get to the hole and then make that first cut. I think if you're Independence, you got to start walking a couple more guys up into this box. I know they have a lot of guys up on the line now, but
well, Pace has done it again. He has just found just a small inkling of a hole, and he is taking advantage of it. An 11-yard carry and a first down.
That was a shoestring tackle by Katina. I would dare say to save another 6.
So 26 seconds here.
We saw Ravenwood in the first quarter wind it all the way down to 1 second and snap it at that point. So I'm going to guess that might be the strategy here.
So what will presumably be the last play here, and actually,
I stand corrected.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Raptors on our WCTV Game of the Week have come out of the locker room and answered with 14 points and now lead 14-3. Paul Breece and Justin Ventline on our WCTV Game of the Week on senior night here at Ravenwood High School. You know, I don't know if you know this, Justin, but you get paid $25 per shout out.
You do?
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Southern Oral and Facial Surgery.
But I do want to pay somebody for the stoppage of the rain.
Absolutely.
It is
the tent situation actually came in very clutch.
Yeah, very clutch for Lance and Michael and the boys up here.
Madison,
wait. There she is.
Sonic. HD Hill.
Madison is excited.
And Oil Investment Group.
She's like, do I have to carry the tent down when it's over?
Or can we just slide it down?
I say just throw it over the top, Madison. The budget says we got plenty of money. Go ahead. We'll buy another one.
We'll worry about it next year.
Yeah, that's right. On our last game of the season, 2021, who would have thought, right? If back in August, it would have gone so quick.
Blink of an eye.
And the
Wearing tank tops and T-shirts to 4 layers of clothes up here.
So the handoff to Pace, stop. And got about 4 right there. This clock's going to continue to run.
And you called it earlier, Paul. He's extremely agile and patient running the ball. Runs it to where the play is designed. Says, not a lot of room there. I'm going to stop and peek my head around and see if I can find any green anywhere else. So we got a 2nd and 6 inside the Eagles' territory. Handoff to Pace up the middle. He's stopped by a group of Eagles. Looks like number 20, Jeb Sessions, come up from the bottom of that pile.
I was trying to get some scores from around the county in our last week of region play in this regular season. Brentwood leads Centennial High School 17-7. As it was 17-0 in the third quarter, the Cougars just took the ensuing kickoff 95 yards for a touchdown to cut it to 17-7.
Correct me if I'm wrong, there's home field advantage hinging on that game as well, correct?
Yep. Possibly really does nothing if Ravenwood wins. It'll be Summit and Ravenwood
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
It is 4th down.
So 4th and 1. Looks like the Ravenwood offense is staying out there for now, and our guy Smitherman out there on a big 4th down play for the Raptors.
So 4th and 1. This is going to be a first down and a little bit more. Down to the 12-yard line, Smitherman.
Smitherman with a run for another Ravenwood.
And that's when, as Independence Eagles, you really wanted that one, right? You needed a big 4th down stop, get some momentum back on your sideline, see if you can right the ship here. But I would say you can still keep them out of the end zone and have still a fighting chance in the 4th quarter. Looks like Pace is back in the backfield. Gets a handoff to the right.
He is just tough to bring down, Justin.
It's definitely going to take more than 2 guys on the Independence Eagles side to bring him down.
It'll be 2nd down.
Looks like Chapman back in the backfield for Ravenwood here on a 2nd and 5. We've got about 8:35 left in the 4th quarter. Chapman up the middle,
Chapman.
and that's
Going to be a score.
that is going to be a score.
Touchdown.
Untouched, maybe?
Raptors.
If he was touched, it was by not enough guys.
Not enough guys, for sure.
And he also just knocked down JT Smitherman on a celebration.
And the extra point is going to be, I believe, no good.
No
Wide
good.
left. Yeah, so your new score with 8:24 left in the fourth quarter of our WCTV game of the week. The Raptors 20 and the Independence Eagles 3.
So if you're Independence here, Paul, your game plan has got to be, we've got to go fast and we've got to start airing it out a little bit. I know the game plan coming in with the weather, the rain and the cold, was probably keep it on the ground, keep it short, keep high percentage throws moving forward, but down 17, this is do or die time for the offense.
Well, there's got to be an answer by Independence, or this game is just basically like the rain, come and gone.
And back again.
And back again.
So it looks like you got River Katina back deep for the Eagles. And that one's going to be very close to out of bounds, but just keeps it inside.
I'll tell you the one thing that we've, you see it in week one, a lot of penalties. We've kept it pretty clean here tonight.
Very clean.
Which is unusual with the amount of runs that have taken place. Usually there's a holding within.
Hold, a face mask.
Something.
An offside, something.
Did we just jinx it?
We did.
Okay. So, big time, as I think Independence has just got to go sell out for the pass now. And a tremendous job, one, to hang on by Lockwood, but two, the defense of Smitherman, I believe. Well, to be honest with you, I can't tell, but he's jumping around like it's him. And
24. Isaac Rollins.
Yeah, Collins.
It is second down.
Well, second down. The rain is back. The clock is going to continue to run. It's Independence' other opponent so far. Cummings got a long pass, going to be overshot and incomplete. Cummings having a tough time on the long balls tonight of trying to connect.
Yes, and Ravenwood, I think, is at that point where you know the pass is coming. Had a safety over top right there. Double coverage throw. Cummings just trying to make something happen for the Eagles here. So that'll bring up 3rd and 6 from the Eagles 24.
And Rummel on the catch.
That'll move the sticks for the Eagles. And that's
maybe one of the first downs we've seen this second half by the Independence
I believe
Eagles.
it was the first down.
It's first down, Eagles.
I think that was priority number 1 on that drive. Priority number 2 is we need to get into the end zone.
In a hurry. If we can get in the end zone, let's make it in a hurry. So, 1st and 10, Cummings getting a quick glance over to Coach Blade. Going to quickly, that just sails out. Yeah. And just no chances. We got to think of the grip of the ball.
Yep.
Who's the MVP of this game? It's the ball towel guys down there that's keeping the
absolutely.
football's dry. Maybe you can answer this question. On the NFL games, right? They have the ball guys that wear the vest, right?
With the coolers. The coolers with the balls.
Spell Coors.
Coolers.
Coolers. What does that mean?
That's where they hold them, in the coolers.
In the vest.
Yeah.
In the pockets.
But in conditions like this, they're in coolers.
Really? Oh, and a big catch by Rummel. He's going to look the opposite way. Going to get a little block here down the sidelines by number 18.
14.
Or check that, 14. Hudson Cobb, the big-time player. So back to the
I believe they're coolers.
They keep the balls cool.
Dry.
Oh, you're talking about on the sidelines.
Yes.
I'm talking about the guys with the vests.
Oh.
Those guys are the MVPs. I know those guys, right? They put those.
Remember
they put the
Florida
footballs,
State
right?
in the ball guy there about 5 or 6 years ago?
What'd he do? Put it in the microwave? Cummings to Lockwood, fumbles it, squeezes it back in. He's going to be close to a first down.
Pass complete to Ty Lockwood.
We're getting some information, Justin. And cool. He's going to have to look that up. First of all, I can only think about Florida State crab legs from Publix, but anyway.
Red Lightning.
Oh, is he the guy that runs down the sidelines?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's fast. I know who you're talking about now.
Very fast.
Red Lightning. I remember the ball guy for Florida State. Absolutely.
I believe he was there when the crab leg quarterback was there as well.
So Lockwood getting plenty of opportunities here. Going to catch a quick pass for about 4 yards. The rain's starting to come down a little harder. Bad timing for us as we're about to get to the car. Maybe
I might be able to remote start from here, though.
Oh, you're that close.
VIP.
Well, I'm a long ways away. Maybe you can take me to my car.
We could do that.
What a guy. All right, 2nd and 5 here. Cummings obviously going to stick to the throwing game. Big throw.
Pressure.
But, man, he got plenty of – somebody was wide open. Was that Katina on the far side?
I believe that was Katina on the far side there.
So maybe one of his first catches of the game.
I think if you're the Eagles, you want to be operating a little bit quicker. If you can get this, if this play can go in, there's still a fighting chance. Some things still got to go right, but you're still in it.
Absolutely. Clock's going to continue to run on him, though. 5:20 and counting. Handoff to Hartwell. It's just going to be just short.
Run by Trey Hartwell.
It's going to bring up 2nd and goal from about the 2.
And it looks like on that last play, Ty Lockwood was getting the Kelvin Johnson treatment. They had 3 guys stacked up over top of him.
Well, he's had a pretty big game. So here comes Cummings on a throw to the end zone. Touchdown, number 8, Jack Rummel.
Touchdown pass to Jack Rummel.
And also been mentioned quite a bit tonight. Rummel
this season, really, for Rummel.
Yeah. So, going to be the all-important extra point here. Still 2 possessions down either way. As the wind is picked up and the rain is now blowing straight in our face. The tent has become worthless to us. Snap, the hold, the kick, and it is going to be...
That is going to be good.
Yeah, I think so. Pure. So your new score with 4:46 here in the 4th quarter. 20-10, Ravenwood on our WCTV Game of the Week. Paul Breece and Justin Ventline here.
So with 4:46 here, Paul, I would imagine the strategy is onside.
Absolutely. And hey, the weather may play.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen with a wet football.
The other option is Sam Henke has a pretty strong leg. You could kick it deep in the hopes that you can get a 3-and-out, use your timeouts, and get a little bit better field position out of this. But the way he's lining up is it's going onside Indy's way.
And the rule of thumb is you always kick the onside kick to your sideline because you can always influence the referee. So you rarely see an onside kick go away from your sideline. just a little FYI there.
Paul, have you ever seen the two-kicker fake-out?
Yes. Love the two-kicker
Thoughts?
Fools no one. Fools no one, and makes you look pretty ridiculous out there. But that's okay. To each his own. But that's why they hire a special teams coordinator, to try to make up stuff. I take it old school right here as your kicker. Sam Hinkie going to get the big bounce, maybe. And unfortunately, did
hugged
not.
the ground pretty well, unfortunately for him.
Weighted down by the plethora of rain.
So we got 4:46 left in the fourth.
And I think it's going to be a heavy dose of Raptor run here late in the fourth quarter.
I would say pace, and maybe another pace.
Maybe a sprinkle of Chapman.
So
we also got a region score. The Summit Spartans wrapping up their regular season before the playoffs. The defending 5A state champs lead the Franklin Admirals 35-7 early in the fourth quarter.
So Summit is all but locked up that first place spot.
Absolutely. Undefeated. And there's pace again. Just, you know what? There's bodies flying everywhere, but he just continues to move forward.
And the biggest thing is he stayed in bounds there if you're Ravenwood. Keep that clock running. Keep chewing this last 4.5 minutes down.
Well, Justin, they just said, the PA announcer just said, half-price hot food concessions. So I'll see you next year.
What about cold food?
Cold food, full price. They never want to sell the drinks half price.
But back to the playoff picture, I would think someone out of this region has got a very good chance of representing in the Blue Cross Bowl at the end of the year.
The Blue Cross Bowl now located in, not in Cookeville anymore.
Crossville.
They're going to play golf at Fairfield Glade before they play a football game. That's good. I love it, Justin.
Where is it going to be?
My spidey sense is telling me Chattanooga.
Chattanooga.
But I'm not 100% sure. As soon as I said that out loud, I'm thinking, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. Yeah.
If we can get confirmation.
We'll get confirmation.
Yeah.
Chapman looking, shaking, bacon.
Hand off to Garcia Chapman. Second down.
That brings the clock down to 3 minutes. So even though Independence knows Ravenwood is going to be keeping this on the ground, they're just having a hard time of really containing these running backs. And that's been the story of the whole entire second half. Chapman back in the backfield for the Raptors. Right up the middle. He's going to break off another 6-7 yards for a first down.
And a first down. I would say, Justin, a few more snaps, and this one is just about in the books.
And the playoff standings will most likely shake out.
So, yes, Summit home, Ravenwood home.
Brentwood's
going to be on the road. Independence will be on the road. So I think Independence ekes in on the number 4 seed. Brentwood beat Independence head-to-head. So here comes Chapman. No, that's Smitherman on the other hand. And he is going to be bottled up for a couple of yards.
Hand off to J.P. Smitherman.
And a minute 48 as a stoppage, and Coach Scott Blade is going to use one of his 3 timeouts as we are about to wrap up our WCTV season.
Give time to yourself or that someone special in your life. A moment's peace. There's no age of perfect gift. Students, parents,
This weekend's football slate, light SEC schedule, heavy Big Ten schedule. You're going to see a lot of what we probably saw tonight, tomorrow at noon.
A lot of run left, run right, tackles for losses, an occasional throw.
Play action pass to the tight end.
Yeah, if you're a Big Ten, if you're a receiver in high school and a Big Ten offers you a scholarship, you're probably not known for catching. You're more of a blocking. Yeah, I'm a good blocker, coach.
Physical
like
is a nice way to say it.
It's like a long
if you're a head
snapper.
coach.
Smitherman bouncing. And will Coach Blade use another timeout? Put in the books. He's going to use it. He says, you know what? I can't take it with me.
Can't take them with you. Non-redeemable at your nearest Chick-fil-A.
Speaking of Chick-fil-A, do you know if you order a kid's meal and you return the toy that's inside the kid's meal, you get an ice cream. Yeah. And you get a drink with no ice. And I do this, and I get a Coke. I put the ice cream in the Coke. Now I got a dessert, Coke float. Or you can do the lemonade, and you stir it up.
Lemonade float?
Yep. Make it the lemonade slush. So there you go.
Underrated item at Chick-fil-A.
Macaroni and cheese. Yeah, you should try the macaroni and cheese.
Cookies and cream.
Oh, yeah.
Shake.
Yeah, well, listen, I mean, that's not underrated. I mean, that's something.
From us Northerners.
Oh,
it
okay,
is.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, you should try the macaroni and cheese then, because I know you Northerners don't like macaroni and cheese. Maybe you do. I don't know. Well, in a last-ditch gasp effort, the Raptors going to run here.
Pace up the middle once again for a first down, and
That's going to wrap it up.
That might seal the fate of tonight's game.
So I did find out, got an official confirmation, Chattanooga is the host of the Blue Cross Blue Shield Bowl.
Wow.
The championship games this year. So, listen, I think Williamson County's got some chances to be represented,
Absolutely.
right? Summit, the defending 5A state champion, have not lost in 6A. And, if things continue to work out playoff-wise as they are bracketed, Ravenwood and Summit could be in a collision course to see who will be the representative
For the West.
You want to call it the West? I would just call it Williamson County.
All right.
And representative. I do know this. Oakland is on the other side of the bracket. So that is as one would say, maybe a blessing in disguise.
Yes.
To get there. You still have a one-loss Patriot team that would love to have a shot of trying to get there in 5A, as well as Fairview High School. So, one last snap, Justin, in your inaugural rookie season on our WCTV Game of the Week. We appreciate all your efforts, your sacrifice, more of your wife letting you come and do this, right?
Yes, yep. Well, it's been a pleasure for sure, and we'll see you in the
Absolutely.
winter.
Yeah, absolutely. For basketball, stick around. So for Paul Breece and Justin Ventline here in our WCTV Game of the Week, our last one of the season, the Ravenwood Raptors protect senior night with a 20-10 victory over the Independence Eagles. For all the people that have helped us throughout the year, Lance, Creed, Michael, Madison, and everyone else, we thank you for joining us this season. We'll see you in basketball season. Have a good night.